Good morning. This is Maida, and today is a really special day. Today, I become an Australian citizen, and it's not. It's. I get emotional thinking about it because it's not something that just happened like quickly. It's something you really work hard for. I moved to Melbourne on October 2019. But my love story with Australia began in 2014 when I was studying in the U.S. in Massachusetts at Smith College, and I chose to do my semester in Perth, and that's the first time I fell in love with Australia. I didn't realize how beautiful it was. It resonated with my soul, and I didn't realize it was my spirit home. Then in 2005, I was given the scholarship for my master's in gastronomy with Le Cordon Bleu and University of Adelaide. I was on full scholarship for my tuition, and for a food and travel writer at that time, it was a mindless decision. I knew I would go take this program. And again, I fell in love with Australia. But after getting my master's, I did move to Singapore and work there. But when there's a love that's so strong, you can't ignore it. You just, it was still, even if I had traveled to Bhutan, to Argentina, around Spain, Japan, all around Asia, US, Canada, as a food and travel writer, I knew there was only one country that I could grow old in, and that was Australia. So in 2019, I moved here and came here just in time, just a few months before the pandemic started. And I was one with people of Melbourne when we went through the pandemic, and we did, I think, 266 days of lockdown. I did write several articles about that in The Age and my experience of loneliness during the pandemic, and also my experience of community, which I found even if I was living alone with my caring neighbors. So, short of saying, this was a coming home of sorts. And I was granted my PR in 2023, I believe. And today I get my citizenship. And it's not easy. It's not just the uncertainty during the pandemic. You're not sure, what if I don't get approved? What if I can't stay in Australia anymore? But it's also the whole journey of moving to a whole place by yourself. It's not something new to me. I left home at 17 and I studied in the US by myself without family. I've lived in Singapore, I've lived in Hong Kong. So yes, living alone is different, but starting your life over and over in a place is a bit of a challenge. More so if you're single. And that was a challenge that I faced. But Melbourne has been so good to me. I came here knowing only two people, Andre and Josie. Andre was a friend I had met in Manila and in a retreat, and Josie I had met in a travel conference in Singapore. So we're not even like close friends, but I knew these two people. And you'd be surprised by how much warmth and friendliness I've experienced during my time here. I have the best neighbors. So that article's in The Age, the kindness of my neighbors, where during lockdown we took care of each other Um, if someone got COVID, we would like make sure we'd get them food, leave them food outside their doors, or if we had to we were tested for COVID and you can't leave, you we'd buy coffee and things. If you need medication, we'd do that. If mail arrives, until this day we do that for each other. If mail arrives and you're not home, we'll pick it up. Just a couple of days ago, there was a sewing machine a friend gave me. I gave it to one of my neighbors. It's just that kind of community. And when people read that article, they were like, where do you live? Like, do you live in like country Victoria? No, it's right here in inner city Melbourne, in our Melbourne suburb. So I've been fortunate to have good editors who allowed me to share my story, to allow me to write. I've written for The Age, for Australian Financial Review, for The Guardian, for SBS, Mind Food. I've met lovely writers. I've met so many. I can rattle off probably 30 dogs' names, and we have a strong dog community in my neighborhood. And I've just met like the kindest people here. So tonight, this afternoon, getting my citizenship is really a profound moment. It's something that doesn't just, it's a lot of hard work. Applying for it, waiting, navigating your finances in between, starting your life, and figuring things out. But this is an amazing city that has given me like so much art, so much culture, so much food. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. But there's so much kindness, and people are really they're good people. So I'm just filled with so much gratitude. I'm filled with so much celebration in my heart. I'm proud of. It's not exciting. I guess to a certain degree something you accomplish, but it's also something that's bestowed and given to me. And for that, I feel so honored and so grateful, and even made more special by having people to celebrate that with. I wish my mom was here to celebrate with me this moment, but I do have loving friends who will come and celebrate. And thank you, Melbourne, for even just like this beautiful day. It's not just FYI, this is Melbourne behind me. It's not a screenshot. It's actual Melbourne behind me. And it's just like it continues to amaze me how beautiful the city is. There's still so much to explore. There's so much to see. And I'm at the age where I know you can't experience everything. I'm not the young 20-year-old travel writer that just wants to tick things off. But it's more to savor, and I just am selfishly doing this video to savor this moment, to savor this time. I'm not sure I would publish it, or probably would, but it's also selfishly for myself to remember this moment that I just feel so blessed, so grateful. And if you're just starting out with your application and all these things, I really wish you well. And even if it's not Australia for you, I call Australia my spirit home. And let me tell you that story. So after living in the US, Manila, Singapore, Hong Kong, I was living in Manila before moving here, and I was talking to a priest, Father Arnel Aquino, a Jesuit, and we were talking. I think we just had breakfast and we were talking, and I was waxing sentimental about Australia, and I was telling him about how I loved Australia, and then he told me for him it was Boston, and which was familiar for me because I studied in Massachusetts, and he was saying, "Oh my, the Australia's your spirit home," and I guess it really is. It's the one place that resonates with me, and yes, I may not have been born here. There are many things I still have to learn about the culture, but there's something that resonates deeply with me. And if there is a place for you that resonates so deeply, explore it. Because 6 years ago, I didn't even go to Melbourne before that. But surprise, surprise, this place feels like home. So it's the people, it's the place, it's things, and sometimes it's something you can't really like describe eloquently, and it's a love, and that's what Australia is. And yes, that's how my mornings are. I do hear these birds. I live very close to the gardens where I can just like walk and think, and there's public transport that I can rely on. So life is short. Honor your spirit home. Go where you feel most alive. I think that's the best summary for me of what a spirit home is.